everybody, it's Keisha, and I'm here on a Sunday morning making a brunch dish. It's going to be a fresh pork and deer sausage frittata with vegetables, but you know what? It doesn't have to be Sunday brunch for you to enjoy this. You can make this on a Sunday night and have it Monday morning. You can portion it out the rest of the week. Just trust me, this is gonna be a no-brainer. No excuse not to have breakfast. This is gonna be delicious. Okay, so in my nonstick skillet, I'm gonna put about 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil and let it warm up. There we go. Very nice. So I have olive oil in my skillet, and I have over here on my cutting board about 1 cup of carrots, shredded carrots. I have about 1/2 cup of finely diced onion, but the meat that I'm going to use is a deer and pork sausage, like I mentioned before, and it has some seasoning in it. It has green onions in it, and it's actually an old family recipe that my grandfather has been making for many, many years. You can use store-bought sausage, you can use sweet Italian sausage, you can use breakfast sausage, whatever floats your boat. You can use a prepackaged stuff, or you can even go to the butcher's counter and get just 1 pound of fresh sausage. So let me get my sausage right here. I have 1 pound of the sausage, and wrong drawer. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this into the hot oil and let it start to brown up. There we go. So what I want to do is start to render some of the fat from the pork into the pan and get it mixed in with the olive oil. What I'm also going to do is add in my 1/2 cup of chopped onion. Yeah, just like that. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is let that get browned up really nicely and just kind of let it melt together and get the meat cooked through. Okay, so the meat is almost done cooking, and you can see right here in the pan that there really isn't very much oil in it whatsoever. I mean, yeah, we added some olive oil and there's a little bit of fat from the pork that's in there, but it just absorbs rather quickly because we do eat a lot of wild game here in South Louisiana, and this is deer sausage mixed in with pork, and the deer is very, very lean, so you need the fat from the pork to give it, give it more substance and make it really nice and juicy. So the meat is like, I'd say 95% cooked through, and the onions have definitely softened up. So what I want to do now is add 1 cup of shredded carrot, and you can buy this in the grocery store already shredded, but this is 2 medium carrots that I peeled and took to a cheese grater. There's no time involved in this. So 1 cup of shredded carrot goes in. There we are. And I have 2 cloves of garlic, and I don't want a whole lot of garlic because it's going to overpower the taste of the frittata. Remember, we're making it with eggs, so you have to kind of be delicate. So I have 2 cloves right here that I've already peeled, and one of the best ways to incorporate garlic into your dish without having to chop it up really fine is to use a super fine cheese grater. It's super easy. So I'm going to just pull the garlic and shred it over, and in no time, you're going to have perfect little pieces of crushed garlic. See, just like that. We got one more. So what the carrot is doing is giving it a little extra sweetness, as well as, a little bit more body and texture to the dish. If you have zucchini, you can certainly add that. A lot of people like to add squash and zucchini and other different vegetables. Even spinach is a great addition to a frittata as well. So there. All right. And we're done with the garlic. Perfect. All right, give it a quick stir. Look at all the colors. You have the green onions that are in there from the sausage and the orange from the carrots. This is actually smelling really amazing. I mean, I might actually have to go ahead and just present half a frittata because I think I'm going to eat half of it by myself. So we add the garlic in last because we don't want it to burn. And we'll get it all mixed up. And again, as you can see, there's really no fat to it. There's hardly any oil whatsoever. Hardly anything. The vegetables do have quite a bit of water in them. And all of that's just evaporating into the steam too, so it's not going to affect the texture of the frittata itself. So looking here, you can see everything is browning up beautifully. It's getting a lot of color. And the carrots still have a little bit of the crunch to them, so there's your added texture. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna prepare our dish. What I have is a clear pie plate, and I'm gonna do something a little bit different. Now you can use extra virgin olive oil, you can use bacon grease, you can use nonstick cooking spray, whatever it is that you feel like using to grease up the dish to make sure that the frittata doesn't stick. I'm gonna go quite different and use duck fat, okay? So I'm gonna take the back of a spoon and just scrape a little bit of the cold duck fat and put it in my pie plate, just like this. And what this is going to do is add just a richer flavor. And you can spread it around a little bit, you know, kind of like you would with butter, if you're buttering like a cake tin or anything like that. Now my oven is already preheated to 350 degrees. And what I'm going to do is put this pie plate into the hot oven while I finish up the rest of the frittata. Okay, now that the pie plate is heating up in the oven, in this bowl right here, I have 8 whole eggs that I've gone ahead and whisked already together. And what I want to do now is take some of my sausage filling, now not all of it. I want to take some of it and temper the eggs. So I'm going to continue whisking while I drop just a little bit of the sausage mixture into the eggs. And there we are. Now I can go ahead and add the rest. And we're simply going to pour this whole mixture into the pie plate. This is going into our preheated oven, 350 degrees, for about 15 minutes. You guys, check it out. The timer just went off, and look at this. It's puffy golden brown. Can you hear the sweet sizzling sound? Oh my word. This is going to be such a satisfying dish. Okay, so be careful in making this because you're going to be expected to make it all the time. Now to top this off, you can put some freshly chopped parsley over it, a sprinkle of bright green. You can top it with a little sour cream or even Parmesan cheese. That's what I really love. Just a little tiny sprinkle of Parmesan, but this is still way too hot to sample right now. So there you go. It's a crustless quiche, also known as a frittata. It was eggs, onions, sausage, carrots, garlic. I mean, simple, right? Simple. Put it all together, put it in the oven. Okay, guys, for more tips, for more recipes, be sure to hit me up on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube, and yes, even on Pinterest, okay? So this is Keisha signing off saying, it's frittata time. Oh, who are we kidding? You know I wasn't going to wait.